Hi, I'm Claire from Better Mealtimes, and for 12 years I've been working with young children, parents and early years practitioners, helping children to enjoy tasting different foods. If you're a parent who is struggling to feed a fussy eater under 5, then you're in the right place. So today I'm going to talk about a very common topic among parents of toddlers, which is hiding vegetables. I will warn you that this is a little bit of a frustrating topic for me and I might get a bit controversial, but hopefully I'll be giving you some ideas that will help you. To give you the background into my thoughts on this, I have twin boys who were 3 years old when I started my business back in 2008. It was common then to blend vegetables into soups and to blend them into a tomato sauce for pasta. But that was about it when it came to strategies with vegetables. We just chopped them into small pieces and added them to whatever meals we were making and just really hoped for the best. But what I see now is parents being encouraged to hide or disguise vegetables in all sorts of foods: muffins, pancakes, fritters, burgers, frittatas and loaves. I'm actually wondering if grated courgette is in every recipe for toddlers. So there are 3 main things that worry me about this approach. Firstly, from the first time parent's perspective, which is possibly you, I spoke with a first time parent recently who thought it was normal to put lots of time and effort into baking or cooking at every meal, including weekday breakfasts, pancakes this, fritters that, to get some veg into her child. This is not true. It is a recent occurrence. Secondly, burying veg in muffins, pancakes and loaves suggests to both parents and children that children will only eat veg if it's hidden in something that looks like it might be sweet. And again, in my experience, this is not true. Thirdly, the one that worries me the most is what is the long-term plan here? What happens when the child gets older and still hasn't seen the vegetables that they've eaten in disguise? Will they magically start eating chunks of roasted peppers when they get to secondary school, having never seen them before? I think not. The reason that I know that toddlers and preschoolers will eat vegetables without them being disguised is based on my experience of working with lots of children. For several years I ran classes in nurseries with small groups where we made snacks based on 1 or more vegetable or unusual fruit. So for example, we made lots of coleslaw, vegetable couscous, guacamole. I used specific questions that supported the children to choose for themselves, and I didn't ever ask them if they wanted to eat the food. Whole raw vegetables were used at the start of the class, and generally, not in every case, but generally, most children tasted the food during the classes. And the key to this approach was exposure to the vegetables. The children saw them in their whole state at the start of the session, and they completed hands-on tasks to help create the end product. Even if they just washed and dried the vegetables, they still touched them. It's often said that children eat with their eyes first, and I completely agree with that. So what chance are we giving them to enjoy eating vegetables in the long run if they don't even see any as toddlers or preschoolers? And I get the intention of hiding veg, but we need to recognise that it's a short-term measure to be used infrequently. We need to consciously move away from it and use the time it takes us to prepare grated courgette blah to get our children involved in preparing food instead, to get them into the kitchen with us and to get them seeing, touching, smelling the foods that we want them to eat. They need to see the courgette, to wash and dry it, cut it with a simple toddler knife. It doesn't need to be anything sharp or complicated. It just doesn't need to be complicated. If you're a parent and you're hiding curated courgette and everything, please understand that I am not criticising you personally. I just want us as a society, I want everyone to open their eyes to the impact of this. And I understand that disguising veg is all around you on social media, but it is not helping your child to enjoy eating vegetables long term. It's a sticking plaster that will eventually fall off. So you might be wondering what my own children are like with eating vegetables now, aged 15, and what I did with them. Sadly, I was a little too late in developing the strategies that I now have up my sleeve. So sometimes I still get my chopping board out and hope for the best. They both eat a variety of veg, but it could be better. And if I could rewind 15 years, then I would get into the kitchen. I would make easy snacks together with my boys to give them exposure to lots of vegetables, and that is exactly what I suggest that you do if you want to make a difference to your child's enjoyment of vegetables. If you would like to hear more from me after that little spiel, you can get weekly inspiration direct to your inbox along with a free food review guide. The guide is simple and self-explanatory, but could really take you to another level in understanding your child's eating. So if you would like to get your hands on it and get started, then go to www.bettermealtimes.org.uk. Please share this with anyone who you think might be interested, and I look forward to helping you all towards better mealtimes. Thanks for watching. Take care.